Hey, it's your girl Autumn, and we are back with another edition of As a Fan of College Football. This is where I cover college football related content through the eyes of a fan. And before we get started, I gotta ask. Week 7 was crazy, and the hate watch went down. But before we get to talking about that, I need you to hit the like. I need you to hit the subscribe, and I need you to hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I'm out here in these YouTube streets. Like, you'll be the first to know. Number 15, Michigan played at USC, and they went out there and lost 31-13. We gonna start there. So here are the questions that I have. And it's very similar to my Penn State commentary when they went out to UCLA. It's a California thing. It's people just get coming. Are they just coming? No, because I guess are they coming from the Midwest and just losing out in California? I don't know what's going on. But here's my thing. At what point do you, as the number 15 team in the country, which really ain't that great, but go off, at what point do you and the team get on the bus, drive to, is it DTW, Detroit Metro Airport? Because I'm pretty sure that's where they flew out of. Get on a plane, fly across the country, land in Southern California, get off the plane. Pretty sure, you probably took a nap, all that good stuff on the plane. Get off the plane, you get rested, get in your hotel rooms, next couple of days, you're practicing, or a day, or however long it is before the actual game starts. Suit up, put on your gear, do it all right, and lose to an unranked USC by 18 points. I, for one, would like to know exactly how that works. I don't really want to know exactly how it works because I never want to experience it. But, how does something like that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it like a California curse going on right now? I don't know. So many questions in week 7. So, Michigan at this point had the number 7 ranked defense in the country. But between freshman walk-on King Miller having 18 carries, rushing for 158 yards and a touchdown, and Jaden Mayava passing 25 of 32 for 265 yards, 2 touchdowns, I think they figured out a way to break down this defense. Michigan's run game was also shut down, only having a total of 109 yards rushing. Their 2 touchdowns, Michigan's 2 touchdowns came from the receiving core, one for Andrew Marsh and one for Donovan McCulley. Michigan's defense did show up in the red zone. Like, they had 2 takeaways in the red zone. Only for Andrew Marsh to make a 69-yard touchdown catch with 9:17 left in the game. So them two I don't know, man. It was a mess. It was a mess for Michigan out there. It was a mess for Michigan out there. USC's defense found Bryce Underwood on his back 3 times with 3 sacks. Bryce was 15 of 24 for 207 yards, 1 interception. They put the backup in, Jaden Davis, and his ass got right up there and threw an interception. So I don't even know what that was about. What I do know is there has been a lot of commentary around Bryce's behavior again. Because this time they're losing, they're down, and he's over on the sideline just as happy, seeming very happy. Like he has the biggest smile on his face. He's kind of chuckling. And I don't know if it was one of those let me laugh at my pain type of ordeals, or if he was thinking like, I got my money. I don't really care. Or was he thinking, you know what, we about to be halfway through this season. I can't wait for the season to be over so I can get the hell up out of Michigan. Honestly, I don't think Bryce. I've been saying this all season. Like I don't think Bryce is the type of quarterback that's going to want to stay around on a team that is not winning to its potential. Like that's not, such a big powerhouse of a program that's not doing well. I believe that he committed to go to Michigan because he felt like they were going to do well, even after like the scandal and them losing players and their coaches getting fired and all this, that, and the third. So I can kind of understand how he would be frustrated, but I don't see him staying there long. Y'all, one thing about, you know, the whole transfer portal is, the kids these days are not, they're not patient. So and I cannot even necessarily say they're not patient, because honestly, if the transfer portal was around a long time ago, there would have been a whole lot of people leaving their programs and trying to go somewhere else to win. So I it just causes so much, like, it just causes so much turmoil, or like just foolishness, you know what I mean? Like anytime y'all lose and you jump ship, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you're not getting, you're getting 3 million here, but you get 4 million here, so you're gonna go and transfer schools. I don't know. It's just, I want people to be patient with their programs, and I never want to see Michigan do well. However, this is still a case of, you know, people just jumping ship, like these young men jumping ship. And I don't like to see that. And I know I say all the time, one thing about the University of, I was about to say University of Toledo, Ohio State University, is their players stay around. And I know, I haven't seen Ohio State have like a losing season in a very long time. And the people who have like jumped in the transfer portal have been people who were behind other, maybe they're like third in the depth chart in their position, and they don't want to wait around to play. I kind of do understand that. Or like a Kyle McCord, who didn't have no other choice but to hit the road after the way he played that Michigan game a couple of years ago. So, but to see like really good players just not take, it just seems like they're not taking things serious. That's kind of like how I feel about Bryce right now. I just feel like he's just like, I'm here until I'm not. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that he does like stay in place, and hopefully there's a program or something in place for him to be developed. Like I do want to see Bryce Underwood do well. I just I just don't think he's gonna stay at Michigan for 3 years, especially after this year. So I don't know. Michigan is now unranked. They'll host Washington in the Big Ten Conference play this coming up Saturday. USC re-enters the poll at number 20 and will play at Notre Dame. I think that'll be a good game. USC at Notre Dame. So all right, fans, what we thinking? What y'all think about this game? Like, first of all, I had a successful hate watch, so shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me. Shout out to all the Buckeye fans that, had a great hate watch. I had a reel and a short and a TikTok I put out there, and I don't even be fooling around on TikTok. But baby, they was going back and forth under that TikTok about my hate watch, and I just let them do it. I thought it was funny. So I had a successful hate watch, but real talk, Michigan has some work to do. They also got clown because Sharon Moore got out there in his blue collar jacket. And what we have come to find out is that this is a tradition with Michigan. Like for several years, the players get like a t-shirt or a jacket that has their name on it as if they're going to like a blue collar job, and it's like they're just getting back to work. But everybody like clown Sharon Moore so bad because he got up there in that press conference and was like, you know, that's why I put on my blue collar jacket because we gotta go back to work. It really was funny. They've been clowning his ass, and I've been enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's been very amusing and entertaining for me. So if you saw that, also let me know in the comments, and let me know how you felt about the game. I was also, I know I keep going back and forth, I'm trying to end this video, but I was at the bar watching this game and I was lit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I was up there screaming like, yes, you guys are some losers, you're losing, and this is great for me. Like I shouldn't have been clowning like that, but I was. It was a good time. I had a great time with my homegirls that don't even watch football, but they were there to support me and the hate watch. And you need to have friends like that. So let me know how y'all feel about all that in the comments until you hear me or see me again. Peace.